Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back for my Wednesday upload. I know you guys are enjoying that. I am too. Getting 2 decks out a week is kind of nice because I have such a backlog of fucking profiles that I just don't know what to do with all the shit. So I was like, hey, dude, it might even turn into 3 uploads a week at some point once I hit maybe 500 subs. Oh, big fuck. Yeah, guys, so this is my zombie deck, zombie control. I'm actually a huge fan of this deck. I've had this zombie shit forever. Like, the zombie structure deck was probably one of the best structure decks ever printed. Like, when you look at it, like this structure deck versus this structure deck, it's up there, dude. Like, with the machine of shit, too, and the dinosaurs. Yeah, guys, so without further ado, we'll get right into it. I had a lot of fun with this deck. I mainly played online with this deck. And this deck's just very, it's very versatile. There's a couple things in the extra deck that you can change however you want. Like, we'll see when we get there. But obviously 3 Unizombie and 3 Solitaire. These are, obviously very standard. I see people stay down here, babe. I see people play 3-2. I actually think Unizombie is better than Solitaire in that aspect because you just, this card just does everything. This card, target a monster on the board, discard a card, it becomes 1 more level higher. Zombie monsters can't attack. Only zombie monsters can attack for this turn. And then you can send a zombie monster from your deck to modulate a level again. This does it all. Like, sometimes this gets stopped, and you're just kind of like, sweet. But this card lets you pivot a little bit more, because this card's for cost. So there's that. And Solitaire is the, I didn't mention Solitaire. He's the Lone Fire Blossom. You use tribute a zombie on the board, supposed to summon the zombie from your deck with 0 defense. So, excuse me. And then, Doom King Bongdong. Doom King, this is the, this card, I still think you should play 2 of this. I saw people playing 1, and since I think DD Crow is just a very prevalent card, and like, I don't, like, this is like one of your main control win conditions, so like, I don't want this to ever get fucking banished, and then you're just like, oh, well, I'm just fucked, so, sweet. But this dude, whenever a zombie monster activates its effect, you can't chain link his 2 effects. You can only use 1 per chain link. Either negate the effect if a zombie monster, either player's board activates effect. You can negate an effect or banish a monster card. So this card's just very good. So, and then I'm playing 1 Jack-o'-Bolin. This card, I really want to play 2 of this. I really do. I just chose to not play a high zombie monster count. Like, if I was playing like more, I have another build. Side note, that's like playing like 3 Doom Kings, 3 of the Banshee, 2 Bloom, 2 to 3 Jack-o'-Bolin. This card's so insane. Like, during your opponent's turn, you can special summon a zombie player from either player's graveyard, then it banishes itself, and then comes back during the end phase, and that monster you special summon leaves the board, it's banished. So, this card's just very good. He also just, the free discard off him, a lot of the time, like, if you brick with zombie cards, like the free discard, that's why I say Unizombie is better than Solitaire, because like, you want the free discard. I know control zombie players, like, there's another way to play this deck too. It's like combo zombie with like the dangers and stuff. Not a huge fan of that. I am playing the Golden Lord stuff. This stuff is just, it's too good to ignore not to play. Like, I would choose this engine over the combo any day, to be honest. I will probably profile a combo zombie list at some point. But this card just, with Striker in the format, you kind of have to play Golden Lord if you play zombies. So, and then 2 Banshees. This card, on the board, your opponent can't target Zombie World, and you can banish this card from field or grave to activate Zombie World from your deck. This card is insane. Also, 1 Bloom. Shout out to my boy Fee. I was talking with him about this card. I think 1 Bloom is completely fine. I'm actually not playing Needle Fiber though. You can, though. I just chose to, like, not, because there were so many times my opponent would have, like, Ash or whatever, or, like, Nibiru in a certain scenario, and, like, I couldn't fully resolve where I wanted to go, so I just chose to play 1 with the Bloom and hopefully send it with Unizombie or, some other way to get to graveyard. And the last monster is Mizuki. Just 1 Mizuki. I think 2 of these, I play tested 2 of these and Gozuki. I think those are... The only problem with this deck is your hands get so clogged with normal summons that you're kind of like, I need to learn what levels I want to play. That's why I say, like, Jack-o'-Bolin is just way better, because if your hand is clogged with normal summons, you can get the discard outlet to summon him, and then you can normal summon whatever, and then go into Vampire Sucker. I just chose to play this account for monsters. I think one Mizuki is completely fine. If you know, one should be all you need is basically kind of where I'm at. So you guys can tell me I'm shit in the comments over here. And then for the spells, obviously this card just shits, bro. Makes all monsters on the board and graveyard zombies. Your opponent can't tribute summon except for zombie monsters. Like I said, my Drytron Megalith profile, I was playing Banshee and one Zombie World, and like sometimes you can just win the game based off of just this card. Like you can just play it, and like if they're playing Salad or they're playing like a type-based deck or whatever, they just can't win because all their shit's zombies. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like the basis of this deck, obviously. And then like the three L land, and then I'm playing the Black Awakening and the White Destiny. Obviously, this summons Gold Lord from deck, but if you already have Gold Lord, this will summon any zombie. And then this summons a zombie Golden Lord, obviously, but if you have Golden Lord, it summons a zombie from hand or graveyard. And then you can set these off the Golden Land Traps. So, and then for the other one of is the Foolish Burial or Standard. I'm not playing Allure because I play, obviously, 3 Super Poly, and I'm playing the Extravagance build. I think Extravagance is just the better way to play this deck. Like the Allure and like the Turbo Engine and stuff is just kind of, it's very good. But like once you get drolled, you're just kind of fucked. So like I want to have one very good draw card, and then just kind of end it there. So obviously this with Zombie World is just insane. So you know what I mean. Even sometimes depending on the matchup, this without Zombie World is insane. So and then for the trap cards, 3 Rivalry. Rivalry Zombie World is just kind of your win condition. So once they summon a dude and you have Zombie World up, you can have basically anything, and then you just flip Rivalry. And if they don't have any zombies in their deck, they can't really play. I know Ash. One time I was talking about this deck, and this one dude was like, "Well, Ash is some of the hand traps are zombies." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, but they use their normal summon. So what are you talking about? Like, I'm not just gonna flip this randomly. You know what I mean? Like, they can't extendo into a fucking zombie usually. So this card in itself, this Zombie World is just a win condition in itself. So, and then for the rest of the cards, I am playing 3 of the Sanguine. I only chose to play 2 Conquistador. I think 2 is fine because I think right now Hakuero is actually better with Sky Striker because this banishes any card in your opponent's graveyard. So once you banish Engage, it doesn't really matter. You can kind of just free play. Like, yeah, you have to deal with Widow Anchors and stuff, but that's whatever. The pop one for this is just kind of whatever. Base versus Sky Striker. Like, yeah, it does out the mine though, which is nice, but you know what I'm saying. So. And then for the extra deck. Since I'm playing Extra, I'm playing obviously 3 Vampire Sucker. This card's just absolutely insane. You can special summon a zombie monster from your opponent's graveyard, or special summon a monster from your opponent's graveyard becomes zombie. And then if a zombie monster is special summoned, you can draw a card. So like the Doom King, like if there's a card in the field spell zone, like if it's Salad, or if you have your own Zombie World, or Orcus with Babel, the Sky Striker field spell, any of that shit, Doom King will come back, and then you draw a card, and you have another control negation. This card is just absolutely insane. You always want to see it. And I'm playing the Vendread card. This card actually really never came up. It's just a nice, like, this is like an extra Foolish Burial, essentially. So, and obviously I don't play any other Vendread cards. So, and then for the links, I'm just playing 1 Link Rebo since I play 1 Bloom. If this gets banished off of Extra, like, it's not the end of the world. And like I said, for this list, I'm not playing Needle Fiber. I am playing Phoenix, though. You can play Needle Fiber, though. That's just, a given. Phoenix is very good. Obviously, the 1 Unicorn for Link 3s. Collector's Rare. Oh, fuck. Also, this card's just really good. Like, Golden Lord. What is it? So, Golden Lord, Doom King, whatever. Or just Golden Lord and 2 other monsters make this, and then Sky Striker actually has to think about what they're doing when they play. So that's kind of nice. And then for the Link 4 is just the access code. You can flex this out if you want to play Appaloosa. I just felt like this is the most necessary one. And once again, you can play Needle Fiber if you want to. I do not. And then for the Super Poly targets, just the one Mad Golden Lord. 2 of these. So I'm not a super huge fan of this card. It doesn't really net me enough. I just think that you have to play 2 of this. and you have to play smart with it, because like Super Poly, if Rivalry's up, the only thing you can Super Poly into is this if Rivalry's face up already. So that's why like the Eldritch engine is just very important in my opinion. I would swap these ratios, but I feel like this card does more than this one, but this card is just still kind of lackluster. But this one has a point to it. I don't know. It's a whole thing depending on how you want to play with it. But and then one starting venom, one of the salad dudes, and the Ignis for this card. This card's very good. And then for the honorable mentions, obviously there's not really a combo. The combo in this deck is you just make Vampire Sucker, pass your turn with Zombie World and Rivalry set, or Super Poly Rivalry. And then during their standby phase, Doom King comes back, you draw a card. So, you know, that's kind of just where it's at. The control variant of this deck, though, is, I think, the most consistent one. I will at some point, like I said, profile a combo one. But and then the honorable mentions, I want to put this card in there because I would probably side deck this card, Kasha. People probably know what this card is, but if you control 2 zombie monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand and then shuffle all monsters on the field back in the deck, and then it gains 1,000 for every zombie monster. So if you're going second, this is like something to note. Like, you know, if you side Dark Rule or whatever. Also, in this deck, I'm not playing Droplet. I didn't think Droplet was the best because, like, you need more card advantage with a control deck. Like, you don't want to just Droplet them because you don't have, like, a big play. You know what I mean? So, if you did play Droplet, it'd probably be in the side deck. But I think this card's really good because it's one card that does a whole lot. You know what I mean? The people read this card and they're just like, what the fuck is this, dude? But it shuffles all the monsters back in and you're lit. So, and then this engine, I also wanted to honor my mention because this engine's just really good. The Shiranui Sword Slash. This card's just tribute a zombie monster, target 2 cards on the board, pop it, and you can banish the Shiranui from deck. And then if you banish the this dude, he pops another card. So it's like tribute a zombie, pop 3, essentially. So, and you can do that with the traps. Also, I'm not playing this. This was in the honorable mentions. I just don't think this card's very good right now. I know zombie players just love this card. It just gains 100, 200, whatever attack for each amount of zombies in graveyard. You know, whatever. It just gets Widow Anchor and you fucking lose. So I just don't want to fucking play it. And then the other Conquistador and the Bloom if you wanted to, along with the other Mizuki and the Gozuki if you wanted to. And then if you did play Needle Fiber, I would say play Plague Spreader. Shout out to my boy Wayne. He actually sent me this one. It's super miscut, which is cool. But hey guys, so hope you like this deck. I will be going more into, like, if you guys want me to do more zombie profiles, I will, that don't include Eldritch. I know some people in the zombie community are like, oh dude, Eldritch, nice dude, very original. Like, yeah, I mean, it's just the best way to play the control build in my opinion. Also, I'm not playing the Eldritch counter trap. Card's good though, I'm just not playing it. But I would probably side it if I was, you know, if I was gonna do it all, because I don't want to main it and then be like, oh, I lost a die roll, sweet. Yeah, guys. So, anyways, thanks for watching my zombie profile. Cheers.